Namaste. In today's episode, we are going to discuss how Yoga Mudra can deal with heartbreak. What if I told you that the anguish of a broken heart is just not a poetic metaphor, but a measurable physiological event that can be seen in your brain, your blood, and even the very rhythm of your heart? Comprehensive studies, which were published in peer-reviewed international journals, give us a stark and fascinating window into this universal experience of heartbreak. First, let us look at it from a scientific perspective. In brain fMRI scans shows that social rejection and physical pain activates strikingly similar neural pathways. When you are heartbroken, the same region lights up, the anterior cingulate cortex, your brain's alarm system for distress, and the right ventral prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for regulation. It's no wonder we say we are hurt. Actually, our brain is processing it as a literal brain. Even more compelling, the brain of a rejected lover shows activity of caudate nucleus, a key part of reward system fueled by dopamine. Your brain is, in essence, going through a withdrawal symptom, much similar to that of cocaine, alcohol addiction, or opioids. In the body, this isn't just in your head. The broken heart syndrome, or Takotsubo cardiomyopathy, is a real medical condition that mimics a heart attack, with a stunned heart muscle taking shape of a Japanese octopus trap. Angiograms reveal no clogged arteries, but the body is flooded with a surge of stress hormones, cortisol. This hormonal tsunami leads to spasms in the coronary arteries and can temporarily stun the heart. The distress compromises your entire system. We see a reduced vagal activity disputing our rest and digest state, and a compromised immune system like increased inflammatory cytokines like IL-6, TNF-alpha, and a reduction in natural killer cells that fight off viruses and cancer. One study also found that immune changes could persist for up to 6 months. This is the cold, hard science of a heartbreak. It is a full body biochemical crisis. Now, let us examine this from the perspective of ancient wisdom or ancient teachings of Sri Vasishtha. Now, if we were to present these findings, which are from scientific to sage Vasishtha, he would have nodded in recognition. They call this state of distress called as vikalpa, the agitated, disturbed state of mind. Science shows us the symptoms in the body and brain, but the sage Vasishtha points to the root cause in the mind. When a relationship ends, the mind becomes trapped in a whirlpool of past memories and future fears. We are not in pain because of the present moment, but because our consciousness is entangled in a story that has ended. The sage Vasishtha teaches that the root of all the sufferings is Adyarupa, the false superimposition. We believed the relationship was our sole source of happiness, our identity. Its end feels like a personal annihilation because we superimposed our entire reality onto it. The brain's dopamine withdrawal. That's the physiological echo of the mind's attachment being severed. Now, let us bring in mudras here, which is the prescriptive part, what we called rewiring from the inside out. So, to treat the full body holistically, because during such time the full mind crisis is observed, modern science points to the need for regulation. The ancient wisdom gives us some tools. The core teaching of sage Vasishtha is jnana, or self-knowledge. The practice is Sakshi Bhava, the attitude of the witness. It is the ultimate cognitive intervention. When a wave of grief or a thought of betrayal arises, instead of being swept away by it, you must learn to observe it. This is the feeling of rejection. This is the story of betrayal. You are not the storm. You are the sky that holds the storm. This sort of a practice directly counteracts the rumination and intrusive thoughts that science links to prolonged depression and anxiety. One of the practical protocol we can use is Mudra as some biological tools which you can use in order to heal your body. But the wisdom needs some anchor in the body. This is where scientific findings around vagal tone, vagal stimulus, and stress hormones meet the ancient science of mudra. Mudras are precise hand gestures that create subtle energy circuits influencing the autonomic nervous system. Let's use them to directly target the signs we discussed. The first mudra, what we are going to discuss specifically for heartbreak, is Hridaya mudra. This mudra is also called the heart gesture. This mudra is specifically for calming emotional turmoil. By completing a specific energy circuit, it helps to soothe the anterior cingulate cortex distress signals and can promote a state of calm that begins to lower those cortisol's level. It is practiced, I repeat, the second mudra is called Apana Vayu mudra. This is also called the mudra of the heart. It is designed to regulate the heart function and reduce anxiety. Practicing this can be seen as a direct intervention to calm the catecholamine surges and support the heart muscle recovering from the stunning heartbreak syndrome. It encourages vagus nerve to re-engage, shifting the body from fight or flight to rest and digest. To do the Apana Vayu Mudra. I'll repeat. Practice these for 15 minutes, sitting, witnessing consciousness. You are not just waiting to feel better, you are actively participating in your own biological and psychological regulation. Now, why we promote this integrated path to wholeness in such in such an event? Because from science we take validation and the map. We understand the enemy is not our emotions but a dysregulated nervous system. From psychology, we take the importance of social support and healthy coping to provide external stability. From Mudra Yoga, we take tangible, a portable tool to directly calm our physiology and reclaim a sense of agency. And from the sage Yoga Vasishtha, we take the supreme liberating wisdom. Our essence is untouched by the storm. We are not the fragmented self that has been broken, but the whole, aware consciousness that can hold the pain and watch with compassion as the body and mind heal themselves. The journey through heartbreak is not a sign of weakness, but a profound initiation into resilience. It is an invitation to use the raw data of our pain and the timeless tools of our heritage to alchemize sufferings into strength, to prove to ourselves that we are far more vast and indestructible than any story that unfolds within us. Thank you for listening to today's episode. Namaste.